everyone, welcome back to a new vlog. It is Monday evening and I am very tired. Oh my goodness, one late night and it just knocks me, it really does. I literally fell asleep last night at 8:15. We got in bed at 7:30. We had an early dinner after the vlog that you just watched. I've just taken Basil for a walk and as always, my hair gets so matted at the back. I wish somebody could come up with some sort of idea so that your hair doesn't get really knotty if you've got a coat on. It's my own fault, I should have just put it up. But anyway, we started watching this series on Netflix called Con Mum. Oh my goodness, if you haven't watched it, I really recommend it. It's the most intense story about this poor man who is like a renowned pastry chef, and he gets completely conned of thousands and thousands of pounds. I won't tell you what happens because you might watch it, but if you haven't, I really recommend it. It was so good, although I did keep falling asleep and then Jack would say, oh my god, I can't believe that, and I'd wake up and be like, yeah, I can't believe that. But yeah, I was fully asleep by 8:30. I could not keep my eyes open. I did wake up this morning and do my Pilates. Bryony has actually just launched a new challenge for the month on her app, which is called, I think it's called like Hot Cross Bun Core or something. She always comes up with really creative concepts for the challenges. So I thought that would be quite a good place to start this morning. So I did day one this morning. It wasn't live because she goes live at 7 and I got the email through at like 5:27 and it took me about 10-15 minutes to actually like think about doing it, but I did do it just a little bit later than the live. I've been in the sun all day today and I think I should have reapplied my SPF. I did apply it twice, but I think I should have done it again because I'm looking a bit pink. So today has just been a bit of a typical Monday for me. I was sat on my laptop. Oh, that is so nice. One thing about gardening is that your hands will be so dry because you're washing them all the time. My hands are ridiculously dry, so I am applying hand cream like there's no tomorrow. I really like this one actually. Jack got me this for Christmas, I think. It's Dalesford Rosemary Hand Balm and it's really nice because it's not like super greasy. It sinks in quite quick, so I keep that in my dressing table. I really wanted to share with you some little bits and bobs that I got for my birthday because I have the most thoughtful and lovely family and friends. I cannot believe how well these people in my life know me because these gifts, I literally could have picked them out myself. I actually haven't opened any presents from my mum yet because bless her heart, she was so stressed. All of the parcels didn't arrive in time. She did get me one thing that I opened, but yeah, she was like, nothing's come in time and I'm so stressed. And I was like, it's fine. It doesn't matter at all. So I think she's going to bring them round this week and I'm going to get to open them then, which is really lovely and quite nice because it kind of feels like my birthday's gone on for a very long time. But I do have a few lovely bits and bobs that I would like to share with you. So I hope that's okay. I will share them, but I don't want it to come across as like I'm bragging or anything. Yeah, it's just some really nice bits and bobs that I feel like you guys will love. And they're really handy gifts. So let me bring you down and we can talk birthday gifts. Hello, monkey. Is that hand cream yummy? You're funny. You're very sleepy, boy. You had a big walk. The house is honestly just filled with flowers. It just feels incredible. I've been kind of dotting little flowers around everywhere. And I made this arrangement. How stunning. I got this bowl for my birthday. Everything's very blue themed, by the way. Everyone knows me very well. So I did a little arrangement with some faux flowers. These are just some faux cosmos. I think I got these in, I want to say Dunelm or something. I've had these for quite a while, but I haven't really used them for anything. But yeah, they look really nice in here, like a little peachy pinky display, and I took a couple of flowers out of some of my bouquets to make this, and I love it. And I just used my floristry frog. I think it's very pretty. This is another little gift that I got from my friend Beth, and I have never seen something so beautiful. This is a diffuser, but it's flower diffuser, so you put the rope into the liquid and the scent comes through the flower, and this smells incredible. I think it's magnolia. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so strong. I can smell it as soon as I come downstairs. It's so nice. I also have another little birthday arrangement over here. My mum got me these beautiful hydrangeas from... No, I do not want to play with your bone, cheeky boy. From Hartley Farm Shop. And they are absolutely stunning. These giant... big heads, and then I put some of the cosmos in here as well just to kind of fill it out, and oh, I love it. I love these peachy pinky tones. It feels very spring. The coffee table is also filled with flowers. Jack got me these ones and these ones too, but one of my birthday presents, actually two of them, are on this table. This book, which I am so excited about. My brother's girlfriend actually got me this, and she just honestly knows me so well. This is the most beautiful book, and I am obsessed with Pamela Anderson, especially like her new revival of the no makeup, the cooking, the farm life. I just absolutely love it. So this book, I did actually have a flick through last night, but this looks so beautiful. There's recipes, there is all sorts in here. And I really want to just sit down and have a proper read through. The photos are just beautiful, so stunning. Oh, it's just such a lovely book, and I really enjoy the way that she's laid it out, almost like an old, like you're reading your grandma's book or something. It's so beautiful with the little handwritten sections. If I wrote a book, I would want it to look like this. It's just so gorgeous. I love it. So that's a very special present. And I also got another book. This one was from my friend Beth, and she saw this in an antique shop, which I just love. So she's written a little message in here, which is so sweet. And at the top, it was previously gifted to Rob in 1992 from Janet. And I just love that. I think that is so special. So yeah, this is a really gorgeous book as well. I was having a flick through at some of the gardens that are featured. Basil, get your nose out the way. And they are just beautiful. So much inspiration. I mean, look at that. Imagine living somewhere like that. Just walk down here with your morning coffee. Yeah, really, really gorgeous gardens. So these are Pride of Place on the coffee table. You'll have to excuse the washing behind me. I need to hang that up. But I also received this beautiful notebook, which is padded. It's so squishy and thick. And Jack and I were actually about to buy a notebook on Amazon for like a bit of a gardening book. We really want to document the whole process so we can look back on it. Basil's having a very big drink over there. And basically just like make notes every kind of weekend or whenever we're working in there. We want to like do some reflection notes and like to-do list and stuff like that. So I started it off yesterday, and I wrote a list of all the things that we picked up from the shop. So all the vegetables that we're planting, the quantities we got, and then also the pricing, because I think that will be quite interesting to look back on. And then I did a little note on reflection section with a few bullet points, and then a to-do section. So these are the things that we couldn't quite finish off doing, but also some things to think about maybe in like a month's time. I think that's going to be really nice. And then next year, when it gets to kind of like autumn time, we can read back and be like, oh yeah, let's definitely not get as many broccolis as we did because we overdid it. And also if certain things don't work, I mean, we've never grown anything before, so none of it might come up, and we might be taking the raised beds out. And then on the lines of gardening, my mum got me this book, How to Grow Food. And this is basically like a step-by-step guide. And wow, this is so good. I don't know where my mum got this from, but this is really, really useful. I think because it has pictures. I was just saying to my mum actually on the phone how great this is, and we used it a lot yesterday. She said, oh, I thought it looked really good because it's laid out quite easily with pictures. It's got everything you need to know. So if you're new to gardening, I feel like this might be good, especially, well, for growing vegetables anyway. Very, very handy. It's got things about absolutely everything. So this is going to be like another one of our gardening Bibles. I feel like we have quite a few now. I also got lots of lovely bottles of rosé, which is very, very kind. And, oh, and Jack's mum and dad got me the most beautiful jug. And I actually had mentioned this to her a few weeks ago. We were talking about like wedding shopping lists and stuff, and we were saying how you can add pieces onto that are really special that you'll have forever. And I was saying to her that if I had that, I would literally just put the whole Burley Asiatic pheasant what's it called, collection on there, and just have everything. And I was telling her about this jug, so she got me the most beautiful jug ever, and I've used it as a vase, but I will also use this as like a water jug when we're hosting. But I just did a little arrangement. I just took apart lots of different bouquets and did a few different arrangements around the house in like different colour themes. And how stunning does that look? I absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. So I feel very, very grateful. What a special piece. Oh, I just love it. And I adore this collection. I think it's so beautiful. She also got me a little saucer to put all of my jewellery bits in, which I've got on my bedside table. So very, very, very grateful for that, because that is such a special gift. So I have got some very lovely things, and I also feel quite excited because I actually have one present on the way, which hopefully is arriving this week, and that's my birthday gift from Jack. He asked me what I wanted, and I said, there's nothing I want. I hate it when people ask you what you want for your birthday, because it makes me feel really rude saying, oh, well, I want this, this, and this. So I just always say there's nothing, I don't want anything. And Jack finds it so annoying because he always says, I would rather you just tell me what you want and I will get it. But I didn't say anything, and he knew that I really wanted these garden chairs, and I've been saving up to get them because they're not cheap and we need quite a few, which obviously bumps up the price. If you're only getting one or two, it's okay. So he has ordered me 6 of the garden chairs, and I am so excited about it because they are beautiful. They are literally my dream garden chair. I wanted to get them when we first moved in, but we were spending money on so many things, I just couldn't justify buying 6 garden chairs when, you know, we've got flooring to pay for and damp proofing to do. So I'm so excited for them to arrive, and I think in the next couple of weeks Jack is going to build the really lovely scaffold table for outside as well. So bank holiday weekend we should have a beautiful dining setup, and I cannot wait. I am so excited. It's going to look beautiful. So yeah, I have been absolutely spoiled and I am so grateful. And I just don't know how I got so lucky to have such caring and thoughtful friends. I mean, I don't think my friends watch my vlogs, but if you are watching this, guys, you are the absolute light of my life and you are the best. So anyway, I need to finish off my cleaning because it is, oh my God, it's 7:15. What the hell? Where has the time gone? So I need to hang up the washing, I need to hoover, I need to clean, I need to take out the compost, and then it's time to cook dinner. So I need to get a move on because I really would like to have an early night tonight because I'm pretty tired. Hung up, floors are hoovered, and I've just brought in these beautiful mascaras. I think the colour of this is Casablanca. They're so gorgeous. I did have some baby's breath mascara potted up. I've got one more behind me that's kind of hanging on, but what I did last year with pots of mascara that I bought for the house is actually plant them in the ground, and this year they have all come back and they look amazing. So it's quite a good way to like reuse the bulbs. But how beautiful are these? Love these. I really enjoy having pots of mascara in the house because I think they're one of my favourite spring flowers. So I've got 2 little pots of these, and then I am just potting up some basil that I have been growing the roots on for a couple of weeks now. Look at this. literally how long is that root. So I'm going to put these into some compost in a little pot. And top tip with basil, they really like drinking from the bottom up. So for example, in this one, I've actually cut this right back and it started growing again, which is great. This is just a supermarket pot of basil, like this, but I keep the water in the bottom of this because there's no drainage holes. And it works so well because it just drinks up the water. I mean, I filled that up earlier and it's already all gone. Apologies, my camera just died, but I've changed the battery. So I've got this pot in a little bit of water down here, just so that when I initially put the roots in, they've got some moisture to suck from. You can add like a rooting gel or a rooting powder. I have tried both, and to be honest, they both were exactly the same. So, you know, each to their own, do what you want. But I'm gonna use a chopstick. I mean, you could use a pencil or whatever, just to make a couple of little holes and then put the root, kind of like thread the root in with the chopstick. And then all you just need to make sure is you pinch off the top so the energy isn't going to the top leaves and making it super leggy. You're just keeping the energy going to like bushing it out. Honestly, I learn all of these little tips and tricks and things from TikTok. There are so many people that come up on my TikTok that just have the best advice, the best little hacks. And I really do think with things like this, it's just practice. Like, just try things out, try different things, test like different ideas. You can find your own way of doing things. I just think with gardening, it's not like one rule fits all, if that makes sense. It very much depends like where you are and what you're doing, and there's so many elements to it. And it's fun because you can just learn on the job. And I also feel like it's one of the only things that you can't really go wrong, because you can just learn from things. Like, sometimes I have, I don't know, planted something, it hasn't done very well, but there's always a reason, and most of the time it's because I forgot to water it. So that is my little basil potted up in here, and I'm going to keep that on the windowsill. I've been meaning to do that for ages, so I'm pleased I finally did that. I always keep little jam jars and things. I think this was an old like fancy lemon mousse that Jack bought. So I just always keep these little jars because they are really handy to use for things like that. So that's all my jobs done. I just need to make dinner, and that is it. I do think we're going to have quite an easy dinner tonight though, because we made a really delicious barbecue last night. We had some steaks from the butchers and sausages, and we made I actually made a potato salad, which was so delicious. We got a little bit of that left, which I had for my lunch today, and like tomato salad and stuff, just basically all the leftovers from my birthday party. So I think tonight's going to be an easy one, either pizza or pasta. Oh, look at the rabbit. Look at that little baby rabbit. I do love the rabbits, but I am quite concerned that they are going to run round to the vegetables and destroy them. So far with my cut flowers, they haven't been too bad. They've dug a few holes, but they haven't eaten anything, which is good. But as you can probably see, the daffodils that I planted are coming up. And at first I was like, oh no, I've planted, oh, there's another one coming in. I thought I'd planted yellow daffodils, which I really didn't want because we've already got them under the tree. But they're turning white, which is brilliant. So I'm going to use those for my Easter display in the next couple of weeks. And hopefully we'll have some tulips coming up and all sorts soon. My new garden chairs have just arrived, and I have just spent about an hour unboxing them. They all came in individual boxes, wrapped up, very well packaged actually, but there's a lot of cardboard to recycle. But I'm so happy with them. I wanted to show you them. Obviously the table is getting changed. Jack is building a scaffold table, which is just going to look perfect, but the chairs look absolutely amazing. I couldn't be happier. So we do have 6. One of them is actually in the hall because they delivered one yesterday, and then the rest of them have just arrived today. But how incredible does this look? I literally feel like I have walked into a hotel kitchen garden, vegetable garden setup. This is absolute perfection, and everything that I imagined this little area of the garden would look like. I am so in love, and when we change this table, it's going to be a lot bigger. It's probably going to be the same depth, but it will be a little bit longer, so it will seat 8 chairs, just so that we can fit all of our family around. I just love it so much. The chairs are incredible. So Jack got these from Belliani, which, yes, there's a little tag here, but they are made so well. Considering they are not super expensive per chair, I am really, really impressed. It's such a gorgeous wicker, and actually they're not made out of plastic, and I thought they were made out of plastic rattan, but they're not. They're even better. They're wicker. They are stunning. They've got proper legs on them. I love the shape. This is the whole reason I really liked these specific ones, because I loved the curve. They feel a little bit more... Oh, what's going on? Oh, you've dropped your bone. Where is it? Oh, goodness me. Let's find it. Oh, it's here, Basil. It's here. Silly. Yeah, they just have a little bit more like elegance to them, and I think they feel a little bit more feminine. Oh, I'm absolutely obsessed with them. And then also the cushion, they come with seat cushions as well. I've left the plastic on those ones, but this is a really lovely cushion pad. It's almost like a herringbone cotton. So stunning. I really love how that looks. The cream with the wicker. The table that we are building, it's going to be made out of reclaimed scaffold planks rather than new ones. It's going to be very similar to this potting table that Jack built me last summer or the summer before. I think 2 years ago now. So it will have this finish, this kind of rustic wood. I love the colour of aged scaffold boards. Definitely much prefer that to the newer colour. New scaffold boards kind of tend to have like quite an orangey finish. And you might be wondering why we're deciding to build a new table and not just use this. But mainly because if I was thinking about sanding this back to the original colour, which as you can see is very much the right colour that I like, but firstly it would take me so long to get in all these little crevices. I'd probably have to take it apart. And secondly, it's actually a little bit too small for what we want. We really want this area to be able to seat 8 comfortably, but then you could squeeze on 10. Because when both of our families get together, they're quite big, and also Jack's family is quite big when it's like his grandma and grandpa and everyone. So we really wanted to be able to host everyone around this table and not limit ourselves. So that is why we're going for a slightly larger table, and we will still use this. This will probably get used on the back patio just to house like pots and little random bits and bobs, or it might go in the barn. We shall see, but we will still get use out of this, which is good. This one was just from IKEA. And I actually saw that I had quite a few questions about this sofa. This is also from IKEA. When we first moved into our house, that exact weekend, I had arranged a delivery for garden furniture because I was so excited to finally have a garden back after living in our apartment for a year and a half. And I ordered all the garden furniture to arrive so that when Jack was unloading the van with all the things that, you know, I couldn't really help with, the big sofa and everything, I could build the furniture so we had somewhere to sit. And we always say we are so glad that we did that, because that night when we were left, all the families went home and it was just us. We sat on the sofa. It was an absolute heat wave. It was 30 degrees. It was so hot. And we used the sofas and the chairs and everything so much. So I'm very glad we decided to do that. We've actually left this here for the time being, which I wasn't planning on keeping this here, to be honest, but it's kind of working for now. As you can see, Basil absolutely loves laying across this sofa. We were thinking about maybe moving it into this corner, which is currently where the potatoes are living, mainly just so that you've got the nice view out into the field. We do need to, however, chop back this tree because this has grown ridiculously big since we've lived here. And Jack does cut back the branches quite regularly, as you can see here, because it grows so low down. But I think we're going to really cut back some of these branches just to let a little bit more light in, and then it won't be so dappled. But yeah, I'm obsessed. And also Jack is going to jigsaw a circle in the centre of the new table so I can put my parasol in the middle, so we've got shade in the height of summer. I cannot wait fingers crossed, bank holiday weekend, we can build the table, but also we can have a barbecue out here. I really hope it's sunny and we can have a nice barbecue. Couple of months, all the hydrangeas will be out. This is going to be absolutely stunning, and I'm to be honest, I'm so proud of Jack and I for designing it, having the vision, and literally doing every single inch of this ourselves. Don't get me wrong, we also had help from Ben, but between the three of us, all of this was done by us. The design was mainly me, and then Jack did all the building, and then Ben helped with like putting the materials in and everything like that. And it just goes to show you really can do anything yourself. I just love it, and it's so rewarding when you create something yourself, literally from start to finish. I just love it. I am so obsessed. I love sitting here. I've actually been sitting here quite a lot when it's been sunny the last few days with my laptop. I've come out here with a glass of wine and my book, and it's been amazing. I love it. I also feel like I haven't even chatted to you today, but it's a couple of days later from those last clips that I filmed, and I've actually spent yesterday literally doing my taxes and my expenses sheet all day, like finances, spreadsheets. It was a very boring day, so I didn't really have too much to show you. This morning I've been filming some brown work and just getting the house ready because Nadia's coming to stay tomorrow, which I am so excited about, and I am so excited that the chairs have arrived so we can sit here. Oh, it's gonna be so good. And this is also such a beautiful spot in the morning, so I'm hoping we can get up and come outside and have a coffee outside, and yeah, I'm really excited. But I'm just so happy to be sat in this chair right now. I feel like I'm literally living the dream. Sunny day today. I'm in a dress. This is my favorite new dress from Hill House. I think I unboxed it with you in a vlog recently, but the weather is just perfection. I am so happy that it's so sunny. Nadia is on her way. She'll be here in about 20 minutes. So I've just been getting the house all nice, getting the garden sorted, and just making everything look lovely, and getting the guest bedroom ready. Got myself ready, and I thought I would wear this today because the weather is just perfect. I love that this has pockets and it's quite long, which I really love because it just feels quite floaty and elegant, and the top is very, very pretty and just perfect for this weather. And I've actually got my hat on because I am a serial hat wearer when I'm outside in the garden. This one is from Hicks & Brown. It's also new. I'm pretty sure I've shown you these things before. We've got natural makeup today. We're all about the sunshine. I'm loving it. So Nadia's going to arrive. I think we're going to head over to my favourite farm shop because I really want to take her there. Maybe get some lunch there and then just come back and chill in the garden for the afternoon, which is going to be perfect. I've got some rosé in the fridge, so I think that is the plan, and just enjoy the sun because what a treat to have over 20-degree weather in April. And I know a lot of you probably watching this thinking 20 degrees is not warm, but in the UK that is warm. So that is the plan.